A pleasant day for each and everyone. My name is Norman M. Alvarez from Bitaled 2B. Today I will summarize the Unit 1, 2, and 3. Unit 1 entitled An Overview of the Curriculum. Unit 2, Curriculum Planning, Design, and Organization. Unit 3 entitled Curriculum Development. So let's start. The term curriculum refers to the lessons and academic content taught in a school or in a specific course or program. Curriculum is often defined as the courses offered by a school, but it is rarely used in such a general sense in schools. Depending on how broadly educators define or employ, the term curriculum typically refers to the knowledge and skills students are expected to learn, which includes the learning standards or learning objectives they are expected to meet. The units and lessons that teachers teach, the assignments and projects given to students, the books, materials, videos, presentations, and readings used in a course, and the test, assessment, and other methods used to evaluate student learning. An effective curriculum provides teachers, students, administrators, and community stakeholders with a measurable plan and structure for delivering a quality education. The curriculum identifies the learning outcomes, standards, and core competencies that students must demonstrate before advancing to the next level. Teachers play a key role in developing, implementing, assessing, and modifying the curriculum. An evidence-based curriculum acts as a roadmap for teachers and students to follow on the path to academic success. A curriculum outlines for students a sequence of courses and tasks that must be successfully complete to master a subject and earn a diploma or degree. Students may be more motivated to study if they understand why certain subjects are taught in the curriculum. A curriculum reassures students that they are on the right track to reaching their goals and honing desired skills. In addition to teaching students academic skills, the curriculum is also intended to teach students the importance of responsibility, hard work, and responsible citizenship. Teachers, in partnership with parents and community members, collaborate on the development of curriculum that will instill character in students and reinforce positive behavior. A traditional curriculum consists of techniques that are in line with the old ways of teaching. It is what most of us had experienced during our education, where we sit inside a classroom and fed off from what a teacher communicates. Lectures are use of educational materials, recitations, and homework are part of the standard systems. Teachers are also an authoritative figure on a traditional curriculum and where most of the discovery come from. Students are expected to be more passive and there are limited chances of learning things on their own. In traditional curriculum, teachers are more influential figure, students are less proactive, parents are outside of the learning field. There are uses of worksheets, lectures, and visual aids. Test results matter and are often the passing criteria of a program, and traditional curriculum is easily accessible and a quicker option. A progressive curriculum, on the other hand, enforces students to learn things by themselves, with the teachers only acting as an active participant rather than an intervening individual. Playing outdoors, engaging with the real things instead of just reading about them in books, and mostly, the non-existence of written exams and memorizations are the factors found within a progressive curriculum. In progressive curriculum, teachers are active participants. There are more room for collaboration, students are encouraged to use their skills, more exposure to the outside world and play interaction, and experience are the focus. There are 10 types of curricula. First, recommended curriculum. Second, written curriculum. Third, taught curriculum. Fourth, supported curriculum. 5, assessed curriculum. Sixth, learned curriculum. 7, hidden curriculum. 8, concomitant curriculum. 9, phantom curriculum. 10, null curriculum or excluded curriculum. History of the curriculum plays a very important role in the development of the nation. It takes long and tedious time to formulate a good curriculum which represents the needs of the society and experiences of the past. The history of the curriculum tells the curriculum planner how to develop and modify the curriculum, what to teach and what should be the core materials of the subjects, what objectives they want to achieve through the curriculum. History also tells them how the teacher should teach, what are the best practices they need to incorporate in curriculum teaching, and what kind of teaching need to be avoided. The history of the curriculum also explains the teacher's psychology at different time and how to improve their teaching styles. The history also provides a detail about the learner behavior at different times. It also provides information about the psychology of the students, how they learn and what they want to learn. Here are the characteristics of a good curriculum. The curriculum is continuously evolving. The curriculum is based on the needs of the people. The curriculum is democratically conceived. The curriculum is the result of a long-term effort. The curriculum is a complex of details. The curriculum provides for the logical sequence of subject matter. The curriculum complements and cooperates with other programs of the community. The curriculum has educated quality. The curriculum has administrative flexibility. Unit 2, Curriculum Planning, Design, and Organization. Curriculum planning is the process concerned with making decisions about what to learn, why, and how to organize the teaching and learning process, taking into account existing curriculum requirements and the resources available. Curriculum planning as a continuous process involves activities characterized by interrelationships among individuals and groups as they work together in studying, planning, developing, and improving the curriculum, which is total environment planned by the school. Effective curriculum planning and decision-making process is key to the success of educational programs. Curriculum design is to deepen learning and support students in gaining important core competencies such as critical and creative thinking, skillful communication, and demonstrating care for self and others. There are two types of curriculum design. First, subject-centered curriculum design describes what needs to be studied and how it should be studied. Core curriculum is an example of a subject-centered design that can be standards across school, states, and the country as a whole. In standards core curricula, teachers are provided a predetermined list of things that they need to teach their students, along with specific examples of how these things should be taught. Second, learner-centered curriculum design take each individual's needs, interests, and goals into consideration. In other words, it acknowledges that the students are not uniform and adjusts to those students' needs. Learner-centered curriculum design is meant to empower learners and allow them to shape their education through choices. Like learner-centered curriculum design, problem-centered curriculum design is also a form of student-centered design. Problem-centered curricula focus on teaching students how to look at a problem and come up with a solution to the problem. There is a wide range of different instructional models that can be used by professionals to provide learners with the knowledge and skills they require. In general, they are divided into 3 basic groups depending on their focus that can be made on the subject, learner, or problem. I prefer those models that are based on fragilism because this philosophy underlines the necessity to enhance the current situation and encourages professionals and students to develop. Teachers know that a curriculum guide is the most important document available to them, and without one, it will be difficult to write a lesson plans. Using a curriculum guide, teachers create effective lesson plans that are based on the state's goals and objectives, what is intended that the student learn. Doing semi-detailed or detailed lesson plans are written by teachers to help them structure the learning of themselves and for students. The lesson plan ensures that instruction is presented in a clear and logical sequence and tells everyone that a teacher is organized. Having clearly stated objectives and creative strategies in lesson plans can almost guarantee that the student will not become bored, since weak lesson plans can contribute to chaotic classroom environments. Planning lessons is a fundamental skill all teachers must develop in the home. Although implementation of this skill does take some time, it is therefore important that new teachers ask for help when they are having difficulty writing their plans. Furthermore, planning lesson plans are important because it focuses on the objectives and goals that you want to meet in your classroom. Planning lessons is a fundamental skill all teachers must develop in the home. Although implementation of this skill does take some time, it is therefore important that new teachers ask for help when they are having difficulty writing their plans. Furthermore, planning lesson plans are important because it focuses on the objectives and goals that you want to meet in your classroom. When a course is being designed, it is important to ensure that these three components, methods, strategies, and assessments of your course are aligned. In order to align various components of the course module, we must clearly define alignment itself. Alignment is when there is consistency across the program with precise connections between evaluations, course goals, and learning tasks. It is important to align learning objectives with instructional strategies and assessments to ensure that everyone involved is aware of the expectations. Both instructors and students should have a consistent understanding of what is going to be taught and how it will be evaluated. Mapping student learning objectives allow one to make connections between specific outcomes and activities or strategies through which these outcomes can be learned. Begin by creating a table where your learning outcomes are listed in one column. Another stage in this process is sequencing one's learning objectives. In order to reach towards more complex learning, different stages in the learning process must be identified and built upon. For example, if I am learning to effectively work through conflict, I likely first need to understand what my own perspectives are and what my conflict management style is. After doing this self-reflective work, I will need to understand how various conflict styles interact. Finally, I will need to know and be able to apply strategies for mitigating conflict and reaching towards resolution. In order to be effective educators, the learning process we map out from month to month and year to year should help guide students through successive stages of learning. Unit 3, Curriculum Development. Curriculum development can be defined as the step-by-step process used to create positive improvements in courses offered by a school, college, or university. As the world continues to evolve, new discoveries have to be rooted in the education curricula, according to Amanda S. 2021. Curriculum development is a process involving activities like conceptualizing the curriculum, selecting and organizing the content, material and learning experiences, suggesting the method and ways of providing these experiences, and evaluating the learning outcomes in terms of attainment of desired educational objectives. Curriculum development is defined as planned, purposeful, progressive, and systematic process in order to create positive improvements in the educational system. Every time there are changes or developments happening around the world, the school curricula are affected. There is a need to update them in order to address the society's needs. Different types of model in processing curriculum development. The Tyler model developed by Ralph Tyler in the 1940s. Tyler did not intend for his contribution to curriculum to be a lockstep model for development. Originally, he wrote down his ideas in a book, Basic Principles of Curriculum, an instruction for his students to give them an idea about principles for making curriculum. The brilliance of Tyler's model is that it was one of the first models, and it was and still is a highly simple model consisting of 4 steps. First, to determine the school's purposes, to identify educational experiences related to purpose, and to organize the experiences, and lastly, to evaluate the purposes. Hilda Taba. Hilda Taba is the developer of this model of learning. Taba believed that there has a definite order in creating a curriculum. This model is used to enhance the thinking skills of students. She believed that teachers are aware of the students' needs. Hence, they should create specific teaching learning situations for their students. They should adopt an inductive approach to teaching, from specific to general rather than the traditional deductive approach, starting from general and building to the specifics. Taba promotes the down-top model or grassroots approach. Taba argued that curriculum development should follow a sequential and logical process, and she suggested for more information input in all phases of curriculum development. She also claimed that all curricula are composed of fundamental elements. The main idea of this model is that the students are the forefront of the curriculum. She believed that there must be a process for evaluating student achievements of content after the content standards have been established and implemented. The main concept of this model is that teacher must be involved in the curriculum development. Uliba's model. Uliba's model is more complex than other curriculum models, consisting of 12 components that include both the planning and operational phases of curriculum development. This model is based on goals, objectives, curriculum design, implementation, evaluation, and revision. This model takes into account not only the sources of curriculum but also the evaluation and the instruction of the curriculum. Uliba's model has 12 components. It illustrates a step-by-step process of developing the curriculum from specifying the needs of the students in general and the needs of the society to evaluating the curriculum. Uliba said that he wanted to come up with a simple, comprehensive, and systematic model. Saylor and William Alexander, 1974, viewed curriculum development as consisting of 4 steps. According to them, curriculum is a plan for providing sets of learning opportunities to achieve broad educational goals and related specific objectives for an identifiable population served by a single school center. The model indicates that the curriculum planners begin by specifying the major educational goals and specific objectives they wish to be accomplished. Curriculum model is a broad term referring to the documents used in education to determine the specific aspects of teaching, such as subject, time frame, and manner of instruction. A curriculum model determines the type of curriculum used in encompasses educational philosophy, approach to teaching, and methodology. The success of our educational endeavors rests on careful planning, without which disorder and chaos will result. The need to plan effective curricula cannot be denied. From such curriculum makers plans a model for curriculum development. For the construction of a curriculum, thought should be given to goals, content, learning experiences, methodology, and evaluation. Curriculum models provide a structure for teachers to systematically and transparently map out the rationale for the use of particular teaching, learning, assessment approaches in the classroom, and are regarded as an effective and essential framework for successful teachers. The different curriculum models need to be taken into account as the planners of any curriculum endeavor to formulate and implement a plan that will be flexible and congruent with the aspirations of society and the different stakeholders in the whole process.